Well, let's get going. Hello, everyone. We're excited to welcome you all to our annual statewide conference for Citizens Climate Lobby of Virginia. We're sad that we can't be together in person this year, but we're so happy that you could join us virtually today. For folks who are new to Citizens Climate Lobby, our mission is to create the political will for climate solutions by enabling individual breakthroughs in the exercise of personal and political power. CCL was founded in 2007 by Marshall Saunders, and we were sad to lose Marshall this past winter, but his spirit and his values are still very much alive in CCL today. So I want to share a bit about Marshall's story. Marshall was passionate about ending global poverty. He spent 3 decades volunteering with a nonprofit called Results so that he could help the most vulnerable people on Earth. In 2006, he saw the documentary An Inconvenient Truth, and he realized that climate change was a major threat to people living in poverty around the world. He also realized that powerful people were not solving the problem. So he made it his mission to help everyday people get engaged in our democracy and help build political support for climate solutions. When Marshall founded CCL in 2007, he wasn't sure anyone would be interested. And he was blown away when 28 people showed up to his first meeting. And we have 65 people in the room right now, so he would be amazed today. And he probably did not imagine that CCL would grow to over 190,000 supporters worldwide today. In Virginia, we're proud to have 12 CCL chapters, and if you don't have a CCL chapter in your part of Virginia, we hope you reach out to us and we can help you get a chapter started. So Marshall wanted to aim for big solutions to climate change, solutions that could tackle the scale of the problem. A few months after he started CCL, he learned about a policy called carbon fee and dividend, and it immediately resonated with him because it would quickly cut emissions while also protecting the most vulnerable Americans. CCL volunteers spent years building support for carbon fee and dividend. Our goal was to get a bipartisan bill introduced in Congress. Lots of people told us that we were crazy to even try. They said we would never find a Republican co-sponsor. But after a lot of hard work and persistence, we succeeded. In 2018, we got a bipartisan bill introduced in Congress called the Energy Innovation and Carbon Dividend Act. This bill is not the only policy needed to address climate change and achieve climate justice, but it would do a lot of the heavy lifting and put the United States on track to cut emissions by 90% by 2050. We love this bill because it would be very effective. It would cut our country's emissions by 40% within 12 years. It's also good for people's health and good for people's pocketbooks. By cutting emissions, this bill could save as many as 70,000 lives in the United States per year. And 10 years into the policy, a family of 4 would receive about $4,400 per year in carbon dividends. In Virginia, our volunteers have done an amazing job getting endorsements for the Energy Innovation and Carbon Dividend Act. Conservative and progressive environmental organizations, businesses, elected officials, the city of Blacksburg, and the Democratic Party of Virginia have endorsed HR 763. Now I'd love for you to meet our regional and state coordinators. And John, you can unmute yourself and introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to be with you guys today. I'm Jon Clark, Appalachia Regional Coordinator. I'm actually up in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I've been with CCL as a volunteer since 2011. I've been a regional coordinator since 2013 as a volunteer, and then I recently came on full-time as a regional coordinator for the Appalachia region just this past April. So thanks.
Thanks, John. And Chris?
Hi guys, I'm in Richmond and I'm a public librarian by profession. I am a recent grandpa. Actually, she's almost a year old, but it's not getting old.
Congrats, Chris.
Thanks.
And Bishop is also a state coordinator, and I don't think he could make it today, but he is a Harrisonburg chapter leader and a retired lawyer, engineer, and businessman from Rockingham County. And last and me, I'm Stephanie Burns. I lead the Alexandria chapter of CCL. And when I'm not volunteering for CCL, I work as a research consultant. I'm also an alum of the University of Mary Washington in Fredericksburg, Virginia. So I'm happy to see you all today. So the theme of our conference this year is building a big tent for climate action. And to get us thinking about this theme, I want to share this wonderful quote by the late Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who our country is mourning and honoring today. Fight for the things that you care about, but do it in a way that will lead others to join you. Today's conference is all about fighting climate change in a way that brings more people into our movement. Why do we need to build a big tent coalition for climate action? First of all, from a pragmatic standpoint, it's difficult to get any climate legislation enacted without a big, powerful, diverse coalition. And unless one political party controls everything, nothing can get enacted without bipartisanship. Secondly, it's going to take several decades to phase out carbon pollution, and the balance of power in Washington will likely change over those decades. So we need to build a big, diverse, bipartisan coalition that will make sure that climate solutions don't get repealed or chipped away over time. And finally, diversity is a core value of CCL. We believe that people of all backgrounds and political stripes can be part of the solution to climate change. Chris, could you read CCL's statement on its commitment to diversity?
Sure. Our commitment: we empower everyone in exercising their personal and political power, regardless of race, ethnicity, nationality, gender identity, sexual orientation, age, religion, ability, socioeconomic factors, or political affiliation. We seek out, support, and elevate people whose voices may not have been fully heard.
Thanks, Chris. We know it is not easy to build the big tent coalition for climate action, especially right now. Americans are not only politically and socially divided right now, they're physically divided. Because of COVID, we can't reach out to people in person like we used to. So today we're excited to welcome 4 speakers who will help guide us in doing this difficult work. At 1:30, we'll offer 2 sessions. In Zoom room number 1, so this room that we're in right now, David Kane will talk about grassroots outreach online, how to transition. And in Zoom room number 2, Mark Menzer will talk about harnessing the power of businesses as climate allies. These sessions are 45 minutes, and then we'll have a 15-minute break. But please come back to us after the break. At 2:30 p.m., we'll offer 2 more sessions. In Zoom room number 1, this room we're in now, Princella Talley will talk about a multicultural approach to climate advocacy, building diverse teams and co-designed action plans. And in Zoom room number 2, Cindy Burbank will talk about shifting Virginia's GOP members of Congress to support carbon fee and dividend. What is the path forward? These sessions are 45 minutes, and then immediately after these sessions, we would like everyone to join us in Zoom room number 1, so right back here. So be sure to come back to this Zoom line, Zoom room number 1 at 3:20 p.m. We'll share some calls to action and upcoming volunteer opportunities.